Another hot reaction from Arise News this early morning, anchored by Oji and one other guy like that. This news is very hot, my God. When I stumbled on this news, I just paused and I said, what? I must listen to everything. My people, this is not a Nollywood movie. This is not Tales by Moonlight. This is the horror that a US Congressman, Moore, said he heard with his own 2 ears when he landed in Benue State just a few days ago. And he did not keep quiet about it. He went straight to Fox News, he went to X, formerly Twitter, and he screamed it for the whole world to hear. Okay guys, I know that you will be asking, why am I wearing face mask? That is because I am the digital voice of the streets. I wear the mask to focus on the news and not the face. But here is the real cocoa of the matter. The tea that is scalding hot right now. Congressman Moore says the United States and Nigeria are now close to reaching a strategic security agreement to end this madness once and for all. He says he is taking a report straight to President Donald Trump. And you know Trump does not play. Moore said, and I quote, "President Trump does not make idle threats." So the question is this the salvation we have been praying for, or is this another audio promise from the abroad people? Gather round, let me break down this matter for you, because what is coming might just shake the foundations of Aso Rock. Welcome to the deep dive. I am your friend in the know, and today we are talking about the US, the terrorists, and the ultimatum that has just landed on our doorstep. Now, let's rewind small. How did we get here? For years we have been shouting. The people in the Middle Belt, Benue, Plateau, Southern Kaduna, they've been crying. They are killing us. They are burning our villages. But sometimes it feels like nobody is listening, Abi. Well, somebody was listening. According to a report by the Nation newspaper, a high-powered delegation from the US Congress, led by this same Moore, landed in Nigeria last week. They didn't just stay in the sweet air conditioning of Abuja hotels, no. They put on their boots and flew straight to Benue State. And let me tell you, it wasn't a tea party. The Punch newspaper reported that these American lawmakers had to travel in armored vehicles, heavy bulletproof cars, just to move around Benue. Why? Because the place is too dangerous. Can you imagine foreigners in armored tanks on our own soil just to see the victims of violence? Moore said he wanted ground truth. He didn't want the sanitized version from the government files. He wanted to see for himself. And what he saw, he said, will stay with him for the rest of his life. He visited the IDP camps, the camps for internally displaced persons. He spoke to the survivors. That is where he met the woman who lost her 5 children. He met another woman who lost her husband and 2 daughters. He said he saw the pain in their eyes that no report can capture. But here is the part that is making everyone sit up. In an interview on Fox News, which was also clipped on YouTube, Congressman Moore dropped a bombshell number. He claimed that in Benue State alone, over 600,000 Christians have been killed. Wait, let me repeat that. 600,000. That's the population of some entire countries. Now, the Nigerian government has always disputed these high figures, calling them exaggerated. But Moore is not buying it. He's calling it what he sees it as. He used the G word, genocide. He called it a genocide against Christians by radical Fulani Muslims. My brothers and sisters, when a US official uses the word genocide and links it to strategic security agreement, you know serious trouble is brewing. It means the US is no longer looking at this as just clashes or bandits. They are seeing it as a targeted war. So, after seeing all this blood and tears in Benue, what did Moore do? He didn't just cry and go home. He marched back to Abuja to meet the ogas at the top. According to this day newspaper, Moore and his team sat down with the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu and the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi. Now, to be fair to our government, they didn't run away. They sat down. NSA Ribadu, who is a policeman to the core, met them bumper to bumper. The reports say the conversation was frank and honest. You know what frank means in diplomatic language? It means they told each other the hard, bitter truth, no sugarcoating. Moore told them plainly, the US is ready to help. They want to sign this strategic security agreement. They want to give intelligence, maybe equipment, maybe training to fight ISIS, Boko Haram, and these bandits. But, and this is a big but, there are conditions. The killing of Christians must stop. The slaughter, as he called it, must end. He said on his X account, we are close to a strategic security framework. This means the deal is almost on the table. But he also said he's going back to brief President Trump. And you know Trump's style. Remember when Trump was president before? He once asked former President Buhari straight up, why are you killing Christians? He is very direct. Congressman Moore is saying that under this new agreement, the US will help Nigeria crush the terrorists in the northeast, Boko Haram and ISWAP. But in exchange
change, the Nigerian government must show tangible steps to protect the people in the Middle Belt. It's a quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, but you must stop hitting your own children. Now, ask yourself, can the Nigerian government deliver? We have heard promises before. We have seen Super Tucano jet bought from America. We have seen training exercises. Yet the kidnapping continues. The villages are still raided. Why? Is it lack of will? Is it sabotage from within? Or is the problem just too big? According to Arise News, even as this agreement is being discussed, the details are still sketchy. What exactly will the US do? Will they send soldiers? Highly unlikely. Will they send drones? Maybe. Will they sanction government officials who are found to be complicit? Aha! That is where the fear lies. If Trump decides to slap sanctions on individuals, travel bans, freezing assets, then you will see people sitting up tight. Let's pause for a minute. I want to ask you a question. Do you think the US getting involved is the solution? Can America fix what we have failed to fix for over 10 years? Or will they just come, make noise, sell us weapons and leave us to our wahala? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know what you think. Okay, let's look at what the people are saying. Because you know, Nigerians on social media, we don't have filters. The verdict of the people is loud and clear. On X, formerly Twitter, the reactions are mixed but mostly heated. One user, let's call him Chinedu from Makodi, tweeted, "Finally, someone is saying the truth. We have been shouting genocide for years and the world looked away. Thank you, Congressman Moore, for visiting the camps when our own politicians only visit during election campaigns." Ouch, that one entered well. But not everyone is clapping. Another user, Patriot99, wrote on Facebook, "Be careful what you wish for. America does not have permanent friends, only permanent interests. Why are they suddenly interested in Benue? Is there oil there now or lithium? We should solve our own problems." Is he making sense? Is there an agenda? Then there is the angle of the numbers. When Moore mentioned 600,000 deaths, some people screamed propaganda. They said, where did he get that figure? That's impossible. But others fired back, citing reports from NGOs like Open Doors saying, if you count the deaths over 15 years, plus those who died from hunger and disease in the camps, the number is even higher. It has turned into a war of numbers online. But the most touching comment I saw was from a young lady who simply said, "I don't care about the politics or the numbers. I just want to go back to my village and farm without fear of being raped or killed. If Trump can do that, let him come. If Tinubu can do that, let him do it. Just let us live." That right there. That is the heart of the matter. So where do we go from here? The congressman has gone back to Washington. He's writing his report. The strategic security agreement is being drafted. The ball is now in the court of President Tinubu and his security chiefs. This is not just about diplomacy anymore. It's about survival. If this agreement is signed, we might see more American involvement in our security architecture. We might see more pressure on the military to perform. We might, just might, see a reduction in these senseless killings. But if this is just another audio promise, if the Nigerian government signs the paper and goes back to business as usual, then my friends, the consequences from a Trump-led America might be severe. We are talking about being labeled a country of particular concern again, losing aid, losing visa privileges, and becoming a pariah state. Congressman Moore said it clearly. The world will no longer turn a blind eye. We can only hope he is right. We can only hope that for the sake of that woman who lost 5 children and the millions displacing in their own country, that help is actually on the way. What do you think will happen next? Will the agreement be signed? Will it work? Or is it all just talk? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video so more people can know what is really going on behind the scenes.